there inside a Hard Rock Stadium in South Florida. Today, a good battle in the AFC. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins.
And now, please welcome your Miami Dolphins.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Jason Sanders has us ready for the start. And off we go from South Florida. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft. It's Trevor Lawrence.
You think back just a few years ago, Mike, Trevor Lawrence coming out of Clemson, he was regarded as one of the top quarterback prospects of the last decade, and at times he's fit the billing, but it's been the inconsistency, protect the ball, turnovers. If he can clean up a lot of those miscues, he could be one of the top quarterbacks in this league.
Second and 8.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. In motion comes Thomas. They go play action for Lawrence. He's going to let it fly downfield for Beckham. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. A big play for Jacksonville. 55 yards on the game.
First down. First and goal, Jacksonville.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
A first down throw for Lawrence. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Forced out wide. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead.
Dolphins, nothing.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Washington now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. look to throw. He gets it to the rangy tight end, Waller. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They get 18 on that one. First down, Miami.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
The first run for Alexander Madison. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Man in motion here is Washington. Now, faking the give. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
This one complete to Washington.
Offside. Defense. That penalty is declined.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll look to throw. That one out wide to Achane. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 4. They'll toss it here to Achane. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try to run for it. What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Triple zeros on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. We are through 1. It's the Jaguars on top. And we're back to South Florida after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter. 2nd and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. He's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
So on 4th down, the Dolphins turn to Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This one will be from 37 yards out. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. On the return, it's Parker Washington. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Jags offense going to take over now for the second time. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Lawrence. He finds his tight end. That's Brenton Strange. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A big play to kick off this drive. 35 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Tyrell Dodson getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready for their second possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's A-Check. And this will not help the cause. He's going backwards. Tackled back at the 8.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 8-yard line.
7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Back to throw. That's complete. It's Waddle. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he's going to take this one all the way. 84 yards. Touchdown, Miami. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Dolphins are on top. It's now 10-7.
Dolphins 10, Jaguars 7.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
At the 27-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's complete. It's Parker Washington. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
First down, Jaguars.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Lawrence. Open right side. That strains the tight end. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their 2nd as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1.
Jaguar, first down.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Got a man downfield, it's Thomas. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A big play at a critical juncture in this game. And even 30 yards.
First down, Jacksonville.
Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got it at the 3. Now the Jags will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
2nd down, Lawrence. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So you're a couple inches away from, instead of celebrating a touchdown with your boys on the sideline, you're trotting back to the huddle with your tail between your legs. And that's the fine line between success and failure in the NFL. And the reality is, he knows it, the sideline knows it, the huddle knows it. At this level, you've got to make that play.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think if you're willing to throw it there, it tells us everything we need to know about the decision coming up here on 4th down. He didn't have anything available, threw it away, and I think in this part of the field, you got to really think hard about going for it.
So it is 4th down. That'll bring on Cam Little for this Jaguars field goal. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars will tie this game up here late in the 1st half.
And barring something dramatic here happening, that field goal should take us into the break all tied up. So this one obviously could go either way. I'm really excited to see, Mike, which team comes out of the halftime break, make some adjustments on both sides of the ball to try to give themselves the edge.
Take over 1st and 10.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to take a shot down the field. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So halftime straight ahead as we go up to Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Dolphins offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Washington. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. He'll push forward for about a yard. Travis Hunter up to make the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll bring Waller in motion here. That's caught downfield by Waddle. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Miami.
That's interference. Offense.
Oh, just a terrible feeling. The penalty wipes out that long touchdown. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is caught left side by Waddle. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 11.
In motion, it's Waddle. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
A fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne, and he'll take this to about the 28. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Forced out left. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Lawrence. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A pickup of 14 on that one. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
And the Jaguars, first down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better. Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Brenton Strange was his intended target. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
And this is a great example of what can happen when you play complementary football. The back end holds up nicely in coverage, and then that front 7 is able to wreak havoc and put an end to this play.
Jaguars ready to punt this one away as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Dolphins offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Washington. A run up the middle with Achan. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It will give him 4 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Achan. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Dolphins. 1st down. 1st and 10.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On 2nd down, Achan. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it
need 8. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to air this one out, and that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Oh, they had a shot there and hit the 5, but it continues into the end zone, and it will come back out to the 20. The Jaguars offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Timing and anticipation, those are the critical elements anytime you're throwing a ball outside of the numbers. If the quarterback waits too long, Mike, that receiver just gets closer and closer to the sideline and just makes what should have been a much easier throw and catch an incomplete pass.
To the left side, OBJ is there. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he will have a Jaguars first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I really like this play call here, Mike, on 3rd down. Yes, it is the 4th quarter, but you've got plenty of time remaining. So keep running your offense, stay with what's worked, and they keep it on the ground and pick up first down.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. There's a short one. He's got Strange. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence. That is caught right side by Beckham. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
2nd and 6 coming up. Lawrence. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Exiting the pocket right. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Now Etienne. And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7.
34-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This one caught left side, that's Strange. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's good.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th.
At the 6-yard line.
Here is 1st and goal. In motion comes Thomas. To throw is Lawrence. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. Oh, not the best of snaps, and this one is blocked. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Washington now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Tyreek Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Sending it deep for Waddle. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. This one complete to Washington. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts to stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Important moment here. 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. To the left side in the hands of Hill. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
First and 10.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Now the Jags will use their third and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. So here comes Jason Sanders in a big spot. This to force overtime. This one is good. Would you expect anything less from this game? We are going to get some more. Headed to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Bigsby to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. In motion comes Thomas. On first and 10, Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
That's good for the Jaguars. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A loss of 2.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
They'll run it once more with Etienne. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
I think a little bit of what's happened here, Mike, is this offense is having some trouble matching the level of physicality of the defense. So physically, they're getting beat at the point of attack, and I think these last two plays are a great example why.
Going for it all. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to take over possession of the football. On first and 10, it's Achane. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
He'll drop to throw. Down the field, he's got Washington. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Miami. So a win here for the Dolphins. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.